Stadium stands. We all stand on them, jumping, laughing, and crying. The 74 martyrs were murdered on them. We will never forget the 74. On February 1st, 2012, 72 visiting fans were killed in Port Said during an Egyptian First Division football match between local team Al Masry from Port Said and Al Ahly from Cairo. Shortly before the final whistle, fans of the home team stormed the pitch and attacked the visitor sector. Some of the mostly young Cairo fans were stabbed with knives, strangled with scarves, and slain with chairs. Others were burned with flares or crushed and suffocated as the escape and main gates were locked. The horrific event is considered one of the world's greatest tragedies in football. But this was not the usual clashes between opposing fan scenes in football. The attack on Al Ahly Cairo fans had a political background. To be able to classify the incidents, the role of Ultras Alawi during the Egyptian Revolution in 2011 during the Arab Spring must be considered. With many years of experience in fighting against the police and good organization, they stood in the front lines against the regime and government troops during the protests, thus enabling the fall of Egyptian dictator Mubarak after 30 years of ruling the country. A year after the fall of the regime, Mubarak's henchmen ultimately took revenge on the Ultras. Later investigations of the Port Said incidents revealed that hired thugs from the former government were involved in the massacre and had meticulously planned the attack on the visiting fans. Apparently, an arrangement was made between some leaders of the police and military and the host club to turn off the floodlights during the action to make the situation even more confusing for the visiting fans and easier for the thugs and host fans. Obviously, this was a planned massacre that has not been fully investigated to this day and has had no significant political consequences. Since the Port Said bloodbath, no league matches in Egypt have taken place in front of fans. Ultras, as well as thousands of protesters, are considered terrorists by the state, imprisoned, tortured, and persecuted. Between the revolution in early 2011 and the incidents in Port Said in early February 2012, contacts developed between Freiburg Ultras and those of Al Ahly. Since another Ultras member died during revolution protests and one had already been shot during a demonstration a few weeks earlier in Tahrir Square, we mourn a total of 74 murdered football fans. The story of these people who died for their commitment to freedom and justice must never be forgotten.
يا ابن الحرام بعد دم شهيد بكام لاجل ما تحمي في النظام اللي انت منه كمان يا مجلس يا ابن الحرام بعد دم شهيد